In race one, an excellent performance, says, this is my retirement year, no more after 2025, which would be a shame. She's been a brilliant athlete her whole career and would be, or is enjoying being part of Grand Slam. Sian Salmon, decent draw for her in 7 years. She was 6th in the hurdle event. Just need to judge this right, the athletes. I think Sydney will certainly be able to do that. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, done this so many times, such a great exponent over all the sprints, never mind with there's hurdles in the way. Rochelle Clayton, 32-year-old Jamaican, has run a flat 400 already this year, and a fairly swift 52.3 thereabouts, not too far off that personal best you can see in the caption. Adrianette Knight, her teammate, similarly indoors for her though, 52.8. Normally, you run quicker outdoors than indoors. So this is Peters of the Netherlands, a big part of the Dutch very successful 4x4 and mixed 4x4 squad that does so well at Olympics and Worlds. And then Cassandra Tate of the USA on the inside. Just might find the others moving away from her here, particularly I think with Peters in the lane 3. Just got held a little bit longer by the starter there, but they're away and gone. McLaughlin-Levrone already making up ground, and we've just had a pull-up from Rochelle Clayton, who's pulled up in the first 100 meters, maybe trying to hang on to the American, who knows. Going very quickly, Cassandra Tate, right on the inside, has started exceptionally quickly through the first 200 meters. But it's McLaughlin-Levrone out in lane 6, smoothly making their way around the top bend. Cassandra Tate, eyed on the inside, has run an excellent first 300, but is she going to pay for that as they come into the wind in the home straight? Sydney out on her own as we expected it to be, then it's going to be a real scrap for the minor places behind her. Tate is just starting to tread water in the home straight there, but it's Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone who's going to come through to make it 2 wins in the women's long hurdles. It's 50.32. Knight just took 2nd place. It was tough out there. The wind was never going to make that easy, but the victory was never really in doubt. It was just a case of how quick and by how far. Well, the answer was almost 2 seconds, which in the 400 meters is a long, long way. It has to be said, though, that Knight has run her season's best, and Dalilah Muhammad in the 52-second mark. So there's our winner. There's our slam winner, our final slam winner of the first Grand Slam track. As we said, if you're going to run that quick for 400 hurdles, of course you can run quick on the flat.
Yeah, being able to run 48 seconds in the flat 4 as a 4 hurdler is unheard of. She ran 22 seconds into a headwind in the 200 last season. So speed-wise, she's not even comparable to some of these women out here. So I think she may even surprise us later on in the year and say, look, I'm going to go to the World Championships to run the 4.
Or maybe the 800.
I don't know about that.
I would love to see her run an 800 or 2, but I don't know if she wants to.
But I mean, really, just going through the motions here and just securing the money, you know, it's an easy 400,000 for her if she goes through all 4 and dominates the way she's doing. But if she wants to really test herself and test some of the other competitors and show what she can do in other events, she's gonna jump in that long sprints and go against some of those other women in that 4 and that deuce.
Well, MJ enjoyed it. You may hear the party's already started here in the stadium. There was a big win that Cassandra Tate went through the first 300 meters. She must have only been about 4 or 5 meters behind her, but look where she finished in the end. Finished in 6th.
April 6th, 2025 marked yet another historic performance by Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, as she delivered a sensational victory in the 400 meters flat race at the Grand Slam track meet in Kingston, Jamaica. Known globally for her unmatched dominance in the 400-meter hurdles, McLaughlin-Levrone showcased her remarkable versatility by clocking an impressive 50.32 seconds in challenging, windy conditions, securing her 2nd win of the series and continuing her pursuit of the Grand Slam title. The field was packed with experienced and talented athletes, including Dalilah Muhammad, a former world champion and Olympic gold medalist. Muhammad had previously finished second in her heat and confirmed this season as her farewell tour, set to retire after 2025. The presence of such high-caliber competitors added weight to the race, but McLaughlin-Levrone's performance left little room for doubt. In the early stages, it was Cassandra Tate who lit up the track with an explosive first 300 meters. Starting from the inside lane, she pushed the pace aggressively and gained an early advantage. However, as the athletes came into the home straight against a strong headwind, it became evident that her early speed would not hold. Sydney, smooth and composed, glided through the final 100 meters, pulling away with power and grace, while the rest of the field scrambled for minor positions. Behind McLaughlin-Levrone, her American teammate Anna Cockrells and Dutch relay star Lee Claver were among those trying to chase her down. Jamaica's Rhonda White had to pull up early in the race, unable to maintain the opening pace. Adele Tracy and Andronette Knight also featured but were ultimately outclassed. Knight, however, managed to hold on for second place, while the fast-starting Tate faded back to sixth. What made this race particularly exciting was not just McLaughlin-Levrone's commanding win, but also the implications of what it means for her season ahead. Many fans and analysts are now wondering whether she might compete in other disciplines beyond the 400-meter hurdles. Her time of 50.32, coupled with her previous performance of 52.76 in the hurdles just days earlier, demonstrates that she's in peak form. Given her blistering 22-second run in the 200M last season into a headwind, there's speculation that she could even try the 800M or a flat 400M at the World Championships. Commentators noted how rare it is for an athlete of her specialty to post such fast times in the flat sprints. A 48-second flat 400M could be within reach for McLaughlin-Levrone, which would position her among the greatest in track history, not only in the hurdles, but across all sprint disciplines. More than just an athletic showcase, this Grand Slam event in Jamaica held deeper significance. The Grand Slam track concept is a new initiative offering elite athletes a chance to compete across a series of high-profile races worldwide, Miami, Jamaica, and more, to win a grand prize of $400,000. These meets aim to give track and field greater commercial appeal and support athletes with real financial incentives. As the video commentary pointed out, many athletes struggle to afford basic training essentials like quality gear unless backed by major sponsorships. Events like this can be a game changer, offering both exposure and economic support. McLaughlin-Levrone's performance was not only a testament to her individual brilliance, but also a clear demonstration of why events like the Grand Slam Track Series matter. Her dominance brought star power and legitimacy to the competition, elevating its status and drawing international attention. As the crowd in Kingston celebrated and the stadium erupted into post-race festivities, Sydney stood as the face of the new era of track and field, professional, marketable, and unstoppable. Her calm confidence after the race captured it all. Anything is possible. Just execute, focus on yourself, and go out there and do what you know how to do. While this may have looked like just another race on paper, it was far more than that. It was a statement of intent, a glimpse of greatness, and perhaps a sign that McLaughlin-Levrone has not yet reached her peak. With 2 wins down in the Grand Slam Series and 2 more to go, she's now halfway to securing the full sweep and the massive payday that comes with it. For fans and fellow athletes alike, the message is clear. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone is not just a champion in the hurdles. She's rewriting what's possible in the 400 meters and beyond.